I think in this workspace I already have it set up. So if I went into and control-clicked on activity, it brings me up the actual source code. If you haven't configured this yet, when you do that, you're going to get this thing that just dumps the class file, which is not terribly pretty, not terribly readable. To set this guy up, he's pretty easy though. You just go underneath Android 403 or whatever platform it is, right-click on the jar and go to Properties, and then say Java Source Attachment, and then pick the location of that source attachment there. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out there just so you can see what this looks like if I don't have it hooked up. That's what the class file editor looks like. So if you see this guy, it means you don't have the source configured. Right-click on the jar, Properties, External Location, point it to your SDK, sources, and then the directory that contains the sources. And now I'll be able to actually see the source for that Android class. Okay, back over here. So, in an application, there are 4 types of components you're going to be dealing with. Activities, which we talked a little bit about, it's basically your user interface. Services, which are things that run in the background. Broadcast receivers, which can be triggered externally but don't have a user interface. And content providers, which are your way to get data. This diagram here represents kind of the typical interactions between these different types of components. Your content provider will go off and get data from a database, from a file, from an some network connection. It could make up data, whatever you want to do with it. He's accessed via a REST-like interface by your activities, your services, and your broadcast receivers. Your activity may talk to a service. The service